All right, guys, welcome to Wednesday's workout of the day. Today we are working on combining our breath work into our exercise work, as well as getting this time more of a comp train inspired workout. All right, so we're kind of experiencing a little bit of different things, but again, they're fitting our template. That's why we're choosing them. We're not just choosing random workouts that look like fun. These are the workouts that fit our template. All right, so here's what we got. We're gonna warm up 2 rounds. 10 lateral leg swings on each leg, and then you're going to do 10 runner's pose passes. All right, I put 2 variants in the video. You have a pass to yourself via the wall. You could do it with a partner where you're literally passing to each other, and there's one where you just pass it to yourself by throwing it up in the air and catching it. Either way, the runner's pose is the same the whole time. There's a slight bend in the knee of the leg that is holding you up. All right, slight bend there. And then you've got your other leg up as if you're running. So your foot should be directly underneath your hip, ankle relaxed, hamstring engaged. All right, so that's in short what the runner's pose is that you're holding the whole time. And you'll find that throwing and trying to catch and stabilize and stuff, it's pretty challenging. Very fun though. All right, then you go into some line drills. You're gonna do 25-foot Spider-Man crawl, a 50-foot hurdle walk, a 25-foot inchworm, a 100-foot butt kicker on the right side, and then a 100-foot butt kicker on the left side. All right, watch those videos if you have questions about how to do each one of those. Everything should be focused, and you should be trying to open yourselves up as you do this and constantly move. Then you're going to just do about 10 reps building of each of the movements that are coming up in today's white knuckle workout, which is going to be rows, like bent over rows, ground to shoulder, and shoulder to overhead. So get all of those movements warmed up by doing a few reps and adding weight up to the weight that you're going to end up using for the workout, depending on how you're loading it, whether it's a backpack, whether it's barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever. All the variants are there. Just make sure you do a quick 10 rep warm up of each of those movements. Then you guys will go into the build. The build today is called apnea sprints. Apnea sprints, we've done some apnea running. It is where you hold your breath and you run as fast and as far as you possibly can without breathing. Once you have to breathe, you stop running, you walk back to your starting point, and that's when you'll go again. So your rest time is when you're walking back to your start. Okay, try to walk at a normal pace. Don't walk fast, don't walk super slow, all right? But the whole time you're walking back to that starting point, you're really focused on slowing down that breathing. Take longer inhales and longer exhales and control that breathing a little bit more than you are used to doing. All right? Then you're going to hold that breath again and go. You have 12 minutes to do as many apnea sprints as you can. All right? That distance that you end up sprinting with your breath hold is likely going to go down as you're fatiguing and needing more breath. So try not to be intimidated by this. You're not going to run till you black out. You're just going to hold your breath, run as far as you can. When you need to breathe, you stop. All right. Next up, we go white knuckles. This is that comp train workout. You've got 4 time. You're going to do 20 bent over rows with either an odd object or a barbell or a kettlebell or dumbbell. And then you guys, the kettlebell and dumbbell one changes because you're doing a single arm version, so the rep scheme changes a little bit. All right. And then you guys go to a 400-meter run. Then you go into 40 ground to shoulders. Then 800-meter run, and then 40 shoulder to overhead. 400-meter run, and finish with 20 more of those rows. All right, pay attention to your rep schemes if you're using the dumbbell or kettlebell because they are different. They're not the same as what I just said. All right, rep schemes are very different for those ones in particular. All right, that's going to be the workout. The idea with today's workout is to keep moving at a relatively consistent pace. When you get to like a high repetition clean and shoulder to overhead, make sure you're breaking them off into chunks that are smart. Try not to go max effort and then have to survive the rest of the time. All right, so if I'm breaking up 40 cleans depending on weight, I might just do 10s, I might do 15s, I might do 5s, whatever it takes. But I'm going to make sure I'm staving off that fatigue so I don't end up having to force myself into singles, which is not what I expected to do. All right, that's the goal of today's workout with white knuckles. Then you guys will go into your cool down, more breathing being introduced into this. What you're going to do is hold the lizard pose, but you're going to do box breathing at a 5-second box breathing pattern. So that's 5-second inhale, 5-second hold, 5-second exhale, 5-second hold. And you just repeat that. You'll do 4 on one side, 4 of those box breathing patterns, and then you're going to do 4 of the box breathing patterns on the other side. Then you're going to do a 300-foot single arm farmer carry on each side. So 300 foot on each arm. And then do another round. So you have 2 rounds of that cool down. All right? Make sure you're staying focused on breathing deep into that diaphragm when you're doing your box breathing. All right? That concludes Wednesday. Hope you guys enjoyed the week so far. We got a little bit more ahead of us. We're almost there. It's hump day.